everyone, I'm Michelle from the Manhattan-Elwood Public Library. Welcome to our 4th of July Garland Crafternoon project. Now when you picked up your kit from the library, you should have gotten our easy DIY directions, a template with 3 different sizes of stars on them depending on what size you want your garland to be, a piece of twine to hang your stars from, and then our red and blue paint because your third star will be white when the dough dries. Now to get started, you're going to need to make your own dough. This is by far the easiest dough recipe that I've seen and that I've worked with. It's super easy to use, and once you get done with the boiling part, it is super kid-friendly as well. There's no toxic ingredients, so at whatever size crafter you have, whatever age, it's a perfect fit. So you would need your baking soda, your cornstarch, and your water to get started, and then you're going to stir that in a small pot. Now depending on how much humidity is in your flour, or your cornstarch or your baking soda, your boiling may or may not be 5 to 6 minutes long like it says on my directions. Once you see it start to come together, you'll know that it's ready and it's setting up. Now to make your stars, you dust your surface with some baking soda. I've rolled mine out and I've got my little stars going. And then you can dry them 2 different ways. You can either leave them sitting out for overnight and then flip them over and let the other side dry, or you can put them in the oven. I think we said 170 degrees for 2 hours. That's probably the easiest and the fastest way to get the project done. Now when you're done, that's when the real fun kicks in. You can paint your stars. So we've got our blue and our red paint, so you can make alternating. I think I suggested cutting out your stars in sets of 3. I found from our nearby big box store, I found a set of 5 pieces of different star cutters, cookie cutters, for less than $3. So if you don't want to have to cut those out, you could certainly take a look at your local craft store or your local big box store and see if you can find them there too. So once you get your stars cut out, we go ahead and paint. Now I've set mine up here in sets of 3 just so that I know I can do 1 per set. You can paint this any way you want, but it's super easy. You can decide if you want to paint both sides, or if you only want to paint the front, or even if you want to paint just the tops. You can also put the paint along the sides if you want. It's completely up to you. You can also do stripes if you wanted. If you wanted to make a star with stripes on it, or polka dots, like if you wanted to do the blue and polka dots, to give yourself different options. We have one of our crafter ladies who always comes up with new and unique things, so I always like to see what she's going to do, and she suggested you might want to do stripes. So you could do stripes across here, you could get your blue out and do polka dots. Now, I'm kind of go through this fast because I think this is a pretty simple craft. When you're done, you're going to lay out your stars in the order that you want, red, white, and blue, or if you want to do all red, all white, all blue, that's up to you. You don't have to necessarily alternate them. But what I found made it easy was to line up all my stars, and then the secret to getting them to lay correctly is to put the glue, your glue dot, on the tip of one of the stars, not in the middle. You'll be tempted to put it in the middle because that's how it looks like it should go, but you're going to want to hang so they go like this. You can see across the top, and then when you actually hang them all up, the weight of the stars will hang down and they won't tip or flip on you. Alright, so then you just either use your glue gun, or if you have tacky glue, that will work as well. And when you're done, you can string it up anywhere you want it to be, and there you go. An easy DIY 4th of July garland. Until next time, thanks for joining me.